Hi, welcome to Informatica. Myself Sarath Naik. I'm a cloud solution specialist at Informatica. In this video, I'm going to explain how to load empty string and null values into Redshift using the IDMC Redshift V2 connector. And then we'll go to a demo. So currently, empty string and null values being loaded as null into Redshift when we use the Redshift V2 connector. This is the default behavior of the onload and copy commands in Redshift while we unload and load the data from and to S3 to Redshift, where null and empty string value are handled differently. So this can be handled by overriding the default behavior of both the source and target advanced property as mentioned below. So basically we can override the default properties of the source and target. This is at the source side, we have the some property called treat null value as null, and there we can pass some special character string like as it mentioned here, null equal to @ hash @ and exclamatory mark inside these onload options. And then when it downloads the data from Redshift to S3, it will assign that particular special string to the null value while reading the data from Redshift to S3. Same way, while loading the data to Redshift, so what Informatica will do, it will override the default option we have in the copy command. So this null, this empty string option in the copy default command in target indicates whether a given string should be treated as null while loading to Redshift. And by default, the task is configured with empty string to be treated as null. So this default copy command used in the Redshift, it considers the empty string as null. So what we can do, we can even override that default properties through the target advanced property. What we need to do is whatever value we pass here in the source, those special characters we assign to null. Again here what we do, we have to again reassign it back actually. So what we'll do, we have the property called required null value for char and varchar. We'll assign that particular characteristic here. So what it will do, while reading the data from Redshift to S3, it will assign this value to null, and while loading it back to Redshift, it will again override those special characters with null values. So that way it will load null as null, and by doing so, the empty string will be loaded as an empty string but not null. And we will see in the next slide how we do that in the source and target advanced property. If you see here, this source advanced property, we have these options: null equal to hash @ exclamatory, and we check this checkbox treat null value as null. Same way in the target, because both source and target are Redshift, right? So you will have both the options. So in the target advanced property, you will have required null value for char and varchar. So whatever value you pass here, same value you have to just assign it here, and that's all. It will handle both null and empty string and load into the Redshift. Now we'll go to the demo. Let's see now in the source. This is the source Redshift connector, Redshift V2, and if you look at this property, currently we do not have any properties set up as such with the onload options, and this treat null value as null also, this checkbox is unchecked. Same way in the target Redshift table, here we have a Redshift V2 connector. This is the target Redshift table, and here we do not have any settings made here. If you see required null value for char and varchar. So if we run this mapping, what will happen if you go to this table, right? This is the source table. If you execute this source table, you see this is the ID 1001. The name field is empty string, and the second record for ID 1002 is a null value. If we load it, then in the target, let's see how the data is coming without any settings. If you go and execute this particular mapping, this job to complete. It's completed loading 2 records. Yeah, let's go to the target table and run it. You see now both the columns are coming as null and null. Empty string also coming as null, and null also coming as null. Now what we'll do, we'll delete these 2 records from the target and we'll rerun the job again by making those property changes, and let's see how it goes. So we'll delete this, and then let's see, there should not be any records in the target. Yeah, now we'll go here, we'll go to the source, we'll go to the source table under advanced property, go here, we'll under the onload options, let's put null equal to and put some special characters, and let's copy those 3 values because this is needed for the target, and then check this checkbox, then save it. So we are assigning this special 3 characters to the null. While reading from the Redshift, it will assign these 3 characters to the null value, and it will treat null value as null. Then we'll go to the target, to the advanced property in the target, and here in the required null value for char and varchar, assign that through special characters. So basically, while writing it back to the Redshift, what it will do, it will override those 3 characters with null value, and by doing so, what it will do, it will treat empty string separately as empty string and the null values are null. Now let's run it and see the behavior. Yeah, now it's running. I think it's completed loading 2 records again with the new changes. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Now go to the database. Now query this. See, this is how it is coming, right? This empty string is coming as empty, null is coming as null. You query the source table also, it is the same way. Empty string, null value, and also same. Yeah, so you can send your feedback on the below link. Thank you.